Chris Raybon and Sean Koerner, the Action Network here. Sean, start us off with a best ball quarterback that you're targeting.
I'm going with Trey Lance at QB 25. I think when it comes to best ball specifically, you're going for that massive upside. I think he provides that when he does eventually start for the 49ers. I think he'll have top 10 upside. So now if you do draft him, you'll probably want to stash another quarterback. So you're going to be drafting 3 quarterbacks. But I think making Trey Lance part of your plans is the way to go in best ball because, again, we're going for that massive upside that he provides.
Yeah, and kind of going off that, I think that is kind of the strategy. You do have to pay up somewhat for these guys that aren't guaranteed to start, and you will need a third quarterback. If you're looking for a third quarterback, I like Jared Goff actually at QB 30. He's one of the few guys that you can get down there that's going to start every week. And this Lions team is one of the worst in terms of their win total. So we expect them to be bad. That means you're going to get yards. You may not get the touchdowns every week, but he'll have some big weeks when he goes for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns instead of 1 touchdown or something like that. So I like him to kind of supplement a guy like Trey Lance. What about running back?
For running back, I'm going with my boy Latavius Murray. I feel like I take him every year, but he's RB 47. Now, even when Alvin Kamara is healthy, he does provide some spike weeks. We saw that last year, especially with Taysom Hill in the lineup. It did complement Latavius Murray's downhill running style quite a bit. So he even put up, RB2, RB3 weeks at times when Taysom Hill was under center. And when Alvin Kamara is out of the lineup, Latavius Murray is a low-end RB1. So I love the upside that comes with him. RB 47, it's a steal. Like I draft him almost anytime I can get him outside of the top 40.
Yeah, and staying in the NFC South, another guy that I think is a steal is Mike Davis, going outside the top 24 in most drafts. We saw this guy have put up running back 1 numbers in place of Christian McCaffrey last year. Now he's on with a head coach who, as a coordinator, kind of was responsible for feeding Derrick Henry. I think there's a lot of upside with Mike Davis at RB 28 or wherever he's going. What are you doing for wide receiver? Who you're targeting?
So one of my favorite late round flyers at wide receiver is Tre'Quan Smith at wide receiver 72. This is more of just investing in a Sean Payton offense. They just lost Emmanuel Sanders and Jared Cook, so it's wide open for who's going to be the third target in this offense, and I think that will be Smith. I think, with Jameis Winston especially, this playbook will be expanded. There will be more of a vertical aspect, and that's Smith's strength is the vertical passing game. Even if Taysom Hill's in there, I think Smith can hit value at this price. He's so cheap that he's just worth a late round flyer.
Yeah, he's going way too low. A guy that I like in best ball is Amon-Ra St. Brown, the rookie for the Lions. Again, it's just going back to the fact that their receiver depth chart is pretty barren with a bunch of veterans who never really made it truly in this league as consistent players. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for the rookie. And even if he doesn't start off the year, maybe with a sizable role, I think at some point he'll be the most targeted wide receiver on that team, on a team that, again, will have to throw a ton. You could get him outside the top 70 in many best ball drafts. So like him in that same range as Tre'Quan. What about tight end for best ball?
Yeah, I love that cheap Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown stack. Super cheap.
But yeah, there we go.
So tight end, Tyler Higbee for me, we saw him flash his massive ceiling at the end of 2019. And I think heading into this year, he has a significant upgrade at quarterback with Matthew Stafford over Jared Goff, but also Gerald Everett is departing to Seattle. So, he's going to have extra snaps that we didn't get last year. I'm not too worried about Bryson Hopkins or Jacob Harris. Well, I do like them as prospects. I don't think they're going to absorb all of the Gerald Everett usage. So I think Higbee could see, some of the ceiling we saw at the end of 2019.
I like Irv Smith at tight end 13. You could get him outside the top 12. I think that's a steal. You can start him, so you can wait on tight end. I think you can start him, but especially in best ball, he'll have some big weeks. May not be a every week consistent guy just because Minnesota's defense could be better, and they have Thielen and Jefferson, but Thielen's getting older. He may not stay healthy. That would make Smith the number 2 target in effect. So love Smith, still a young guy in best ball. I think he'll have some big weeks like he did down the stretch. All right, recap your guys at each position for best ball.
So quarterback, Trey Lance; running back, Latavius Murray; wide receiver, Tre'Quan Smith; and tight end, Tyler Higbee.
And for me, my 21 NFC best ball targets, Jared Goff at quarterback, Mike Davis at running back, Amon-Ra St. Brown at wide receiver, and Irv Smith Jr. at tight end.